Hi, today we're going to be working with multiples of 10. Hopefully you watched my previous videos so that you have strategies for multiplying one-digit numbers, because you really need to have that skill mastered in order to move on to today. So if you have not mastered that might be something you want to practice before you move on. But today we're going to be working with multiples of 10, and we'll be using some of those strategies to help us figure out these answers. So what I'm going to do today is start us off with some base 10 blocks so we can see what that concept looks like, and then we're going to move on to what it looks like on paper. So let's start off today with the easy multiplication problem. Let's start off with 3 times 4. So we know that 3 times 4 is 3 groups of 4. So here's my one group of 4, 2 groups of 4, and 3 groups of 4. And we know that 3 times 4 is 4, 8, 12. Awesome. So now, if we understand that, working with multiples of 10 would be, instead of having 3 groups of 4, I might have 3 groups of 40. Now I want you to look closely at that problem, because 4 and 40 have similar numbers, but what we'll notice, and especially knowing what we know about place value, is that the difference is that this is 4 ones and this is 4 tens. So essentially what we're doing is we're counting by tens instead of counting by ones. So my 3 groups of 4 would look like 3 groups of 40. So we're going to change those out to get some 10s to have our 40. Now that you have your 3 groups of 40, you can see if 3 times 4 equals 12, then 3 groups of 40 equals 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Now look closely at how these numbers are related. When I was multiplying one digit times one digit, I end up with a 2-digit number. But when I multiply a 1 digit times a 2-digit number, I end up with a 3-digit number. Remember that zero property we learned when we first learned to multiply, where everything times 0 equals 0? Well, that's what happens here. We're multiplying a 0 in the ones place. So that means you would have, that's right, you'd have 0 ones. So a 0 has to be in the ones place, and then it bumps all those other numbers over a place. So it looks really similar. Now let's look at some problems and try another one using our base 10 blocks and our math thinking. Let's say that I wanted to multiply 5 times 6. Well, that would be 5 groups of 6. Here's one group of 6. 2 groups of 6, 3 groups of 6, 4 groups of 6, 5 groups of 6, which equals 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Great. 5 times 6 equals 30. So if I had 5 groups of 60, I would need to count by tens. So if I traded those out for tens and I had 5 groups of 60, I could use that same thinking, and I would have one group of 60 would be 60, Then I would have 120. And then I would have 180. And then I would have 240. And then I would have 300. It looks similar to the pattern we use when we count by 6. Watch. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. What do you notice? That's right. The pattern looks the same except there's a 0 in the ones place. And it's pushed those answers over to another place. Awesome. Now that you kind of get the understanding of what the concept is, let's try it on paper without the manipulatives. So let's say that I want to do 4 times 60. Even though this may look like a harder problem, what I do know is that 4 times 6. So that's what I think. 4 times 6. And then I can use any strategy I like. Skip counting. I can do an array. I can draw a picture. I can do a number line. I can make a pattern. Any of those things that we've talked about before. I'm just going to do a quick little array where I need 4 rows of 6. And here are my 4 rows of 6. And then if I use that pattern, I know that I have 6, I have 12, I have 18, I have 24. So if 6 times 4 is 24, then 4 times 60 equals 24. No, I need to put that 0 over here. It equals 240. Are you ready to try another one? Good, let's try another one. Try 3 times 70. Pause the video and give it a try. I hope that you were able to give it a try. Here's what I was thinking. I don't really know 3 times 70, but I do know that this is a related fact of 3 times 7. And I know that 3 times 7 equals 21. So if 3 times 7 is 21, 3 times 70 would be 210. Good. Here are a few more that you can try. Let's try 5 times 8. 7 times 40. And 5 times 80. Let's fix that one. 7 times 40. And one more to try. Try 6 times 60. Pause the video and give those a try. Then hit play and check your thinking. Okay, let's give it a try. I know 5 times 8. And 5 times 8 equals, that's right, 40. So if 5 times 8 equals 40, then 5 times 80 equals 400. Awesome. Good. 7 times 40 is like 7 times 4. And 7 times 4 equals 28. So 7 times 40 equals 280. And the last one I have is 6 times 60. Well, I know that 6 times 6 equals 36. So 6 times 60 equals 360. Awesome job. I hope that will help you today learn how to multiply with multiples of 10. Let me know how it went. Leave a link down in the comments. Bye. That was another Divalicious education video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be updated when we upload more videos, or check out my website at www.thirdgradeeye.weebly.com, or find my materials at teacherspayteachers.com/store/Divalicious. Bye.